Start over again, Bob.
I looked in the mirror, and it's like,
Oh shit.
it all started sliding as one unit.
Where
off
did we
the
get
car.
this? Where did we get that again? Where did the floor come from?
From Bainbridge.
Where on
We
Bainbridge?
came from a house on Bainbridge, an old house on Bainbridge. It was
I remember
being
taking it.
demolished.
I just don't remember where.
But it's like, holy fuck. And I pulled over, and everybody's speeding by, and I just the whole thing and tried to retie it. And I made it back here and sat outside under a tarp for 5 years, and it's just kind of
It's
stunning.
amazing how many things did that. Like,
Yeah.
we're out under a tarp for like
It's amazing to me. It's like,
And then there's the barn, taking the barn apart. That was actually pretty solid work party. You know?
We used to do those.
What?
Back when we used to do those.
We still have pieces.
Yeah. How many work? Bob? How many work parties did you call that you were the only person here?
2 or 3, I don't know.
Well, I was thinking it's been about nine years, right?
It's
Yeah.
been 9 years.
9 years.
2003.
9 years.
9 years older.
So there's hope for me in our house.
Well, our house was at least 10 years before we were final, so
Okay, so we got a few more years left.
do you?
What's stunning is
JJ told me he'd be pissed if I finished my house before him, and I'm hiring a siding contractor, so the sheetrock's going in now.
You're
so.
likely to finish before us. In fact, I'm hoping to finish before I die.
our house is never
Well,
really
you don't have to
finished.
really finish.
Did you see the beautiful windows that JJ put in on our front door? You guys should walk. Our house looks totally different now. If you walk into the front, there's a side light and a highlight above the door. It's totally
Oh, sweet.
nice.
Well, that is nice.
So progress is still happening. Anyway, I feel very encouraged by the Common House getting final, but
I have to say, it was
That's
an
cool.
interesting moment when Pedro came in today, because he was here. I heard
Speaking for
somebody
years.
cough or
Yeah.
sneeze.
Yeah, we were in the
Because
yard.
I told the community development, please have him call me when he's here, because I want to be here to make sure that I can answer any questions, and we don't live here. And they're like, oh yeah, and he didn't call. And so we hear this cough or sneeze, I'm like, somebody's at the Common House.
I heard noise down there, too.
He'd been here, and I was like, I heard somebody. So we went down there, and he was walking here, I was like, you Pedro? Like, wow. It's like, nice to meet you, you're very famous around here. And
Peter's
yes,
awesome.
he's awesome.
we love him. We want to finish our house before he retires. That's our goal.
Have come to your house, maybe you'll final it now. I mean,
Well, and he walked around. He's like, yeah, I saw the landings are great. You got the rails. You got the rail in the house. You got the lands here. Yep, you're good. I was like, that's it. We're good. We're done. Yeah.
Really? Can't you find something else? How about if you look over here?
And he was looking at things like, I think I started right around the time you started.
I was like, man, I really hope Ethan doesn't have any power tools right now. While the inspector's in there.
But it was just like, it was this moment of like, he literally was here for a minute and a half.
Wow.
I mean, probably 2 minutes, but it took
He
that
just
long.
walked through, because there were 4 items that he identified.
And he
just
checked them
checked
off.
that those were good, and everything else
And
was
everything was
approved
good.
already. He didn't have to.
And he
He didn't
left.
say what a lovely rustic trim you have now.
what clean windows you have.
Oh, the windows was a bonus.
But he walked out the door, and I walked in, I was like,
That was exactly what she was doing, except standing up.
Can I see it?
Yes, the happy dance. The happy dance.
It is amazing.
Thank you guys.
and we have to have a toast. I think we have to celebrate this.
Thank you all.
The
Oh.
railings,
Finishing.
Ethan,
Yay.
Dave,
Yay.
grinding the railings. I heard you out
And
there.
all the people
We had a
who
grind-a-thon over there. That was fun.
Endless meetings. Well, I was just sitting here trying to remember how many meetings we must have had before we even broke ground on this thing.
Thousands.
I mean, it's like, I remember Mindy and Ethan kind of going, I don't think I want to join this community. Because like we were having all these meetings around these Common House, and it was just like, it was so insane. It was so insane. What was the most insane moment you remember in like deciding anything about this Common House? Mine, I already said mine, which was like the.
Between Craig and Zan and Jim, it was just like.
Impossible.
I don't remember anything in specific. I just remember when you were a facilitator back then, you like girded yourself for the
Yeah, right. You were like not. It was not a pleasant job. You were.
Weaponry.
I remember when you guys all first joined, your whole group joined, and all of a sudden, everybody wanted to go to meetings, and everyone wanted to participate a lot and like say their bit. And I had the gall at that point to say, you know, you can actually only send like one member of your family. You don't have to send everybody. Like, really, the meeting will go just fine if not every single person shows up. And I was like, no, we're really into it. We want to all say it. And the meetings were like, oh my god.
The meetings
It
were
went
so
on and
long, and we
on
had
and
really
on.
little, all had really little kids.
And everybody had a lot to say about every topic. And it was just like, oh, the zeal. It's good.
Really shocked.
But then everybody kind of like, now you know, you're like, oh yeah, sure, where do you go?
Oh, here we go.
Whatever.
I could never have imagined going a
And I
whole
was like, are
summer
you showing
without
interest?
business meetings.
Or even having, or even trying really hard to get a
You
quorum
wanna
of
lead the
people
committee?
for a business meeting, you know, like now it's.
You know, I remember during those meetings, because you weren't living here yet, like you were the one everybody loved, because you're like, whatever you guys decide is fine with me.
You were a mythical being.
mythical.
To me, you were a myth for a long time.
Common House, sure, here's $1,000, I'm not gonna help.
But you'd be like, you come in, when you were here, you'd be like, this sounds like, this is where things are going.
I
Yeah.
just want to say that we're back. We're gonna go watch that.
Okay.
Hey, do you guys have any memories of building the common house?
We're gonna go watch it. Check it out. I remember coming up here and being like, "Oh, that's cool."
I wanted to show you a picture.
Really? You
Yeah.
remember that?
Sort of.
That I appreciate is that Jim finally did finish these windows after all. And
Now you remember Alice?
significant element.
What?
Remember when you were building the
Okay,
Common House?
but to Jim's credit, Jim and I spent many hours doing all the plumbing for this building.
I remember that.
Many
I remember that.
hours of working with Jim.
Yeah, I helped a small amount with that.
Wow.
That was definitely you and Jim, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like plumbing.
And thank you, Jim, for he did do
He
some
did do a
constructive
lot.
contributions to a lot of stuff.
Absolutely. As long as we're on that line, Matt and Mary, you know, I remember, you know, the work parties, them just always showing up and doing their extra bits. And also I was actually, me personally, I was so thankful when they actually moved in because they started to take on some of the conversations that were going on in the community, and I got to kind of recede, and you know, it was sort of like these machinations, this working the conversations that, you know, pushed it through as well, you know, and it also.
Plus Matt transformed our secretary job into
A real job.
a real,
He did
being able to find the,
doing organizing.
he completely organized it.
Yeah,
So that was great.
yeah, and Mary was pretty hard worker too. So those two were pretty key in that time too.
It's stunning how much extra time we're able to find in our lives to create.
It is. I can't believe it actually, no.
It's shocking.
I'm still recovering, frankly.
I look around, I just feel so much pride, you know, look what we created. When I tell people the story, I mean, often, you know, we'll have a friend visit who hasn't been here before, and I'll just talk about, yeah, this building was built with 90% volunteer labor. I mean, I think we hired the foundation walls to be poured, and we hired
Insulation
and the roof, and everything else. Remember you guys
No,
had the
we did
stucco
the roof.
roof? No, we hired the roof, the metal, we hired the metal roof, yeah.
Oh,
We
the
did it
metal.
together.
We did
Yeah.
all the. We
Yeah.
did all
I
all
put
the
on the
crap.
roof penetrations.
Right.
I was up there.
I
I
remember
was up there for sure.
I
doing
know
the
I did that one.
stuccoing, doing the painting, installing the windows, you know, the floor,
Plumbing,
the
electrical,
kitchen, the
everything.
cork floor in the bathroom, the toilet getting, I mean, I just remember like all these different things.
All the plumbing, all the wiring.
All the plumbing, all the wiring.
So on that thing, one thing when I was talking with Pedro, because I was like, oh, you can't imagine, like, we did all the labor ourselves as a parent, and I was like, I started, we did that. And I stopped, I'm like, I don't know if he knows that we should have done the electrical ourselves, but actually,
Everything's.
That's labor and industries.
I just sort of just stopped talking. I was like, I don't know how much I should be saying here, but I was like, I was getting proud of what we've done. I'm like, I'm just gonna stop now.
Pedro's awesome.
That's good. That's good.
I was talking with my
Feeling glad.
interns, and they were saying, oh, I was talking about my kids, Elsa's going back to school, and they're like, oh, when your kids are grown, what are you gonna do? And I'm like, oh, I don't know, you know, think of my hobbies and stuff that I have, and they're like, maybe you should get a lake house, you should build a house. I'm like, no!